Hello again, everybody. Zach Attack is here with my Atakline for this Wednesday, April 12th, 2017. Alright, before I start this, I have to make an announcement concerning the future of my Attack Sports and my wrestling reviews. Probably some people only watch my Atakline videos, but probably watch both Attack Lines and Attack Sports in my wall reviews and all that. I've been taking a break from Attack Sports. I haven't made one in a couple months, especially after football ended. But now, Attack Sports will be returning soon. I'm probably going to make one next week. So, Attack Sports is coming back, so stay tuned for that. And also, I've not made a lot of wall reviews since I go out on Mondays for music trivia. I've made a couple wall reviews last couple weeks. Of course, I had to stay and watch the Wall After Mania last week, and the last one, Detroit. I made a review for that one because I like watching. When I watch a show live, I make a review. That's my little policy. But the music trivia is ending, so starting next week, we're going back to making a wall review of the week. When I can make it. Unless there's a concert or anything, regular wall reviews will be returning next week. So that's my announcements there. Attack Sports is returning after a little hiatus, I call it. And my wall reviews will be more regular, more weekly now, returning next week, weekly basis. Now, gig-wise, DJs Like Attack had a gig this past Friday. It was opening day for Detroit Tigers in downtown Detroit. It was in the parking lot, a tailgate party, in the parking lot of a place called the Basement Burger Bar. Getting there in the morning, we had to get there early because everyone was getting there for tailgating. We were sitting in the corner. We were promised a tent and heater because it's supposed to be windy that day. We didn't get much of a tent. Didn't get much of a heater either. We're like, it's going to be a long day. If it's windy, cold, God, it's going to be a long day. We're in the corner. People can't see us that much. But it turned out to be a fun show after the wall. The weather held out pretty well. Wasn't that windy. And the crowd was great. I thought we were just background, but they loved the classic rock. That was the first half. Right before the game, we had a lot more older crowd come in the morning. So we had more that new Journey, all that classic rock stuff. And later in the afternoon, more young people started coming in. So I played a lot more newer music, a lot more contemporary dancing music. And it helped that my cousin, DJ Danny D, was DJing at the Basement Burger Bar. I was in this private party. He's a very popular DJ in the Detroit area. And I'm very proud of him. I kind of try to take my career after him. I kind of studied him for a while, but I'm DJ Zach Attack. He's Danny D. But he came by and said hello to me and kind of took over my show. With my permission, of course. He gave me song suggestions, and I was like, okay. And then they started dancing to him. Salt Shaker and more urban-y songs. I didn't think I'd play any urban-y songs. I thought it'd be more classic rock and adult contemporary. But a lot more younger crowd, so we play Yeah and Eminem. And we got T Grizzly requested, which was a hot success like it was at Wilkinson recently. So it was a fun show. It turned out to be an awesome tailgate party. And we won the first game. After blowing the lead, we got it back. Broke the tie in the 8th and got them in the 9th. So congrats to Detroit Tigers. I think they've hit a home run in every one of their first 8 games. It's awesome. Awesome for them. And I think they're on a winning record. I forgot the numbers, but congrats to them. Great tailgate this past Friday. I'm on a little bit of a break. Again, back in action next Thursday. Let's score the Hawaii dance, theme dance, should I say. We did a dance in January. It was amazing. And this one should be no different. Special needs school in Clinton Township. Can't wait to get back there. The Indian Hills, speaking of can't wait to get back to Indian Hills for the first time since their fun one in October of last year. Their social supper for the second year in a row. Last year was awesome. This year, like the Lutz, should be no different. Now, your number ones. First, your number one movie. Still, for the second week in a row, Boss Baby. With not much competition. Only small, including the Smurfs film. It enabled Boss Baby to reign supreme for the second week, making $26 million. Smurfs did okay with a $13 million debut. It kind of bombed. Or sure, they disappointed. While going in style, a movie involving older actors, including Morgan Freeman, Sylvester Kane, And Alan Arkin by Wilding Banks did okay with $14 million. We expect the Boss Baby to get kicked off by The Fate of the Furious. Fast and the Furious 8 coming out this week. No contest. It's broken box office records before. Will it do it again? Especially with the rumored Vin Diesel walk feed, which they're both silencing them. So we shall see. And not only do we have a still #1 movie, Billboard, we have stills across the board. Still #1 for the third week in a row on the Billboard Top 200 is Drake's playlist album, More Life, Waiting Supreme. But with Big Sean's album coming out very soon, he might be kicked off very soon. And speaking of Kendrick Lamar's new album, Damn, comes out on Friday. Sorry. It is first single, Humble, debuted at #2. With the highest debuting rap hit on the Hot 100 since 2010. But still #1 single for 11th non-consecutive week is Shape of You and Sheeran. So, and may reign supreme still, but with Kendrick Lamar's new album, might be heading towards another #1. It's second straight #1 since his big album last year, To Pimp a Butterfly. The album that many people thought should have won the Grammy last year for Album of the Year over Taylor Swift. But his new album, Damn, with a U2 collabo and a Rihanna collabo, could be debuting #1 soon in the album charts. But the debut single's at #2. So against to both Drake and Ed Sheeran, both reigning supreme on the album and singles charts of Billboard. Now we have some sad death news in the world of music and comedy. First, in music, more specifically, classic rock. The namesake of a famous rock band, J. Geils, from, yes, the J. Geils Band, died late last night at the age of 71. Found dead at his home in Boston, nearby Boston, Groton, Massachusetts, around 4 p.m. after he went to a house for a well-being check. We have no idea the cause of death. They're suspecting natural causes. They're saying no foul play was suspected in the death of him. Because the namesake of a famous rock band from Boston that became as much beloved here contained Magic Dick, Peter Wolf, among others. Early J. Geils, basically in the 70s, she had songs like Must Have Got Lost, still a staple on classic rock radio. Give It To Me, and of course their commercial MTV heyday with Love Stinks, Centerfold, and Freeze Frame. He has been exiled from the band for the last couple years with legal problems with the remaining band members. They've been nominated for Hall of Fame a couple times, but unable to get in numerous attempts. But now with J. Geils passing, they finally get in. A lot of people have been sending their condolences, especially Alice Cooper, many other classic rock icons sending their well wishes to J. Geils' family and friends at this very sad time. Here's some of the responses on the social media, with Foghat saying, "We just heard J. Geils had just passed away. Sad, we did so many shows with them in the 70s. There's a longer statement. I'll get to that in a minute. Other include Niles Lofgren from the East Street Band, saying, "Sad to lose J. Geils. Me and Grin learned so much opening for J. Geils. Jay and Ben were always so kind." Tom Morello from Wade saying, "R.I.P. J. Geils, a great rocker and a great rocking band." And Foghat's first statement was, "J. Geils passed away. We did so many shows with them in the 70s. They were one of the best bands we ever toured with. Great, great music. Our thoughts are with his family at this time." So that's so many reactions to the passing of J. Geils. But while classic rocks were coming from that, the comedy world is coming from the sad death of Charlie Murphy. The brother of Eddie Murphy died after a battle. I think it was leukemia? Yeah, leukemia. lost his battle at the age of 57. With his family saying that our hearts are heavy with the loss today of our son, brother, father, uncle, and friend Charlie. Charlie filled our family with love and laughter. There won't be a day missed that goes. There won't be a day that goes by that his presence will not be missed. Of course, he had his brother Eddie, who was very disappointed by this, but of course, despite being attached to a famous sibling, Charlie made his name in his own right, acting in several movies with his brother, and even some Spike Lee films, but he became well known for telling true Hollywood stories on Chappelle's Show. Most notably, the Prince segment in the Every Turner on Rick James Bitch episode. And he also did stand-up. He was in the middle of a tour with Cedric the Entertainer, Eddie Griffin, D.L. Hughley, and George Lopez for that tour scheduled to hit Detroit on the 13th of May at the Joe. The date is still on. We have no word if they're going to replace Charlie or just go with 4 of the shows called off. He was also in Black Dynamite animated series. He was also working on a 3rd season of Black Jesus. And he was in various movies and TV shows throughout the years. And like Jay Geils, a lot of comedians are very sad by this news. With Kevin Hart leading the pack, saying, "Wow, this is crazy. All I can say is R.I.P. Thank you for not only being a friend, but for believing in me when I was young in this comedy game. Charlie Willie did the rewrite for the first movie I ever did, called Paper Soldiers. His stories were legendary and unbelievable and heartfelt. Those stories were true that he told on Chappelle's Show and confirmed by many folks. I'm lucky to have known you, be able to call you a friend. You'll be missed." While Ice Cube, who was in a movie with Charlie, said he took a chance on a young director in the Players game. He always made me laugh. "Obituary is an habitual line stepper," said Lin-Manuel Miranda, quoting one of his quotable quotes from the Rick James episode. That is a freaking classic. We used to quote that. And the Prince one, too. "Shoot the J. Shoot it!" Famous sketch. Famous sketches. George Lopez, like I said, they were touring together. I'm heartbroken by the passing of my brother Charlie. In relationship, you never want to leave anything left unsaid. Our conversations before and after shows, we all told each other and Charlie how much we felt. Chris Rock tweeted out, "We just lost one of the funniest real brothers of all time. R.I.P. Charlie Murphy." So very sad to hear about the passing of both Charlie Murphy and Jay Geils. Thoughts and prayers going out to the family and friends of both these terrific human beings who were great in both their occupations as a comedian and rock star. So R.I.P. Charlie Murphy and Jay Geils. More lively news. Man, there's a couple more things. With some late night news concerning James Corden. Last year he had a Primetime special, which included a carpool karaoke with J-Lo. And it was a very good special. I've seen some of his viral. I've seen, obviously, the carpool karaoke's on viral, but I've seen the special. It was really good. Really good special. And now the special is back again, coming on May 22nd. There'll probably be a montage of carpool karaoke segments and favorite clips from the show in the last year, and probably a fresh new carpool karaoke. More details yet to be announced. So congrats to James for getting enough. Man, it's been a very interesting year for James Corden as some of his sketches are now TV shows. Carpool Karaoke is going to be a show on Apple Music, while Drop the Mic, so the freestyle show will be getting its own series on TBS. So congrats to James Corden for his continued success in his new primetime special coming out in May. Speaking of shows, man, they're reviving shows lately. They're bringing back Cash Cab, and now they're bringing back Fear Factor. Yep, Fear Factor is back on MTV. starting on May 30th with Ludacris replacing Joe Rogan. Now, I liked Fear Factor. I actually have seen a couple old Fear Factors on this app called Pluto TV. They have a live channel of non-stop Fear Factor. I've seen a couple of those I used to like. I think I watched like the first couple of seasons, then it got old. Like all NBC shows, you know, the first couple of seasons are great, it get old quickly. Just ask deal or no deal. So, they'll probably do some of the same skits, you know, like the stunts, and of course, the eating segments will probably be the most gross out of the entire series. Indomo, who produced the original show, will be producing the new series. It's interesting that Fear Factor was revived one time on NBC. Now it's getting the MTV treatment. With Ludacris releasing a statement saying, "I am so excited to kick off my partnership with MTV, starting with the relaunch of Fear Factor, which will be even more insane and ludicrous than what you remember. This will be the first of many great projects together." So, can't wait to see what the new Fear Factor holds. Hope it lasts longer than the Impossible Game Show. God, I wish that show was still on. I liked it. It was silly. Now some touring news concerning classic rock and country icons. First, we have Buckingham and McVie. Now, they're doing a series of shows together to commemorate their new album. Basically, there will be no new Fleetwood Mac album because Stevie Nicks won't be involved. So basically, there's a Fleetwood Mac album without Stevie, with John McVie and Mick Fleetwood providing the rhythm section for Lindsey and Christine's songs. The album, which release date is to be determined for the album, will be preceded by the single "In My World," which is coming out this Friday. And the track listings out for the album, which will be songs including "Sleeping Around the Corner," "Feel About You," "In My World," as mentioned, that song coming out Friday. "Red Sun," "Laid Down," "For We," "Free," "Too Far Gone," "Love Is Here to Stay," "Game of Pretend," "On With the Show," the name of their recent tour with Fleetwood Mac, and "Carnival Begin." Now that they announced the album track listing and the first single, a tour is coming. Of course, it'll be compensating the classic East and West festivals they're doing with Fleetwood Mac in California and New York in July. The tour will kick off on June 21st in Atlanta, zipping through Nashville, Raleigh, Boston, Philly, Chicago, Toronto, and Detroit on July 2nd at the Fox Theater, with the Wallflowers opening the tour with them. So we get Mac members touring. We have news on Willie Nelson. He's bringing a festival touring. Last year he launched the Outlaw Music Festival, which was a one-day concert in 2016 in Scranton, and now it's become a multi-city touring festival. Kicking off on July 1st, the first leg will zip through Nolens, Dallas, Arkansas, Milwaukee, and Syracuse, and of course Detroit, for what is to be officially the final concert ever at Joe Louis Arena on July 8th. The final event will be a WWE event on the 29th of July. The order of artists varies by cities, with Everett Brothers and Hayes Call, Margot Price, among others on select cities. But Detroit gets Willie Nelson, Bob Dylan, Jason Isabel, Sheryl Crow, and Lucas Nelson, and The Promise of the Wheel. Of course, Willie Nelson's son's band, who has done shows with Neil Young. So there'll be more dates, but for now, that's the first leg with a day in Detroit on July 9th, a week after Buckingham McVie. So that's some touring news, and that's how we end this news day of Atakline. Thank you so much for watching. With that in mind, you've been attacked by the news from Zach. Enjoy this nice weather, especially if you're in Michigan. Spring is finally here. See you later. Bye-bye.